leaves me to say bonsoir. Here we are at the pride of Saint-Tropez, the envy of the cabaret world, the jewel of the Riviera. What legend has told and rumor has promised, we shall do our utmost to deliver. Ah, so many old friends, and so many new faces, and so many old friends with new faces? But we can linger no longer. The inevitable is upon us. Monsieur Dame, I welcome you to the 15th edition of our world-famous review, starring the one and only Zaza! The notorious and dangerous Adele. Ladies and gentlemen, and you, we issue the following warning. Please remain in your seats while they just perform. The management cannot be responsible for your safety. And now, I beg you, open your eyes. You have arrived at La Cage au Beau. Inform wardrobe. I'm sure they can find a pair of trousers large enough to fit Herman.
Oh,
Francis, be careful. I'll ban at last.
dim the lights, cue my music, and stop it. I'm ready.
Just what do you think you're doing in one of Zaza's gowns?
Madame Zaza's appearance has been delayed due to circumstances beyond earthly control. Therefore, as my mistress is indisposed, I feel it my duty as her friend, confidant, and personal handmaiden to assure that the show goes on.
An applaudable sentiment, Jacob. But this season we're not featuring butlers in the review.
I am no one's butler. I am the maid.
I hired a butler.
Well, you've got a maid.
Now then, I will count to 3, and then so help me, I'll have someone break down this door.
Oh, very forceful, I'm sure. And Madame would be creaking in her boots if she could hear. But my mistress is in repose, above.
Above?
Upstairs?
Alban!
Who dare call out my name? I have been so wrong.
What are you doing in the kitchen?
Wrestling with a casserole that wouldn't come clean.
You drive me mad. Do you have any idea what time it is? Hurry and get dressed.
Where were you this afternoon?
What's the difference? Get dressed.
I made a magnificent luncheon. You said you'd be home and you weren't.
See how she listens to me?
I deboned the chicken, stuffed her with wild rice and pistachios, anointed her in apricot glaze, and topped her off in truffle. And where were you? In absentia.
There are 200 paying customers waiting to see her, and he's reciting the luncheon menu.
It's not the chicken, George. It's the thought behind the chicken.
The thought behind the what?
The thoughts behind the chicken. Did I say that? I don't make a lot.
Is there something we should be doing?
Many things.
Then do that!
Don't yell at my maid.
She's not your maid, she's your butler.
Now I ask you.
Mercedes is on. Your guest saw that.
They'll wait for speaking.
They will not wait. Get dressed. What now?
Ankle bracelets, if you please.
You know, if you didn't wear that iron lung of a corset, you could bend down and put them on yourself.
You used to love putting on my ankle bracelets.
There's a difference between loving to and having to.
And so we have it. The beans at last have been spilt. The cat is out of the bagage. Feeling trapped, my love. Is this what 20 years together adds up to, where once knelt a prisoner of love, and now crouches a caged creature longing to be free?
We're in fine form tonight. Bravo, Zaza!
Oh, it's so painfully clear. First, you start missing luncheons, and then my ankle bracelets, and then bunk beds.
I stop you now if I beg.
I can already see the final blow. Some phony brunette boy draped across my chaise, puffing bonbons, puffing pot, making a mockery of our marriage vows.
Alban, you know there's no one else but you.
Pity me, betray me, George, but don't lie to me. How could I have been so blind? For months I've watched my roles dwindle down, where once I was your inspiration, your muse, and now reduced to naught but comic relief.
Oh, I see where this is headed. You could forget it.
Forget what?
You want me to drag out that old warhorse production of Salome again, don't you? Well, you can forget it.
Who said anything about Salome? I was talking about...
And what was wrong with my Salome?
And away we go.
Audiences adored my Salome. I'll have you know, when I finished the dance of the 7 bells and raised John the Baptist's head to my lips, audiences cried out, tears in their eyes, handkerchiefs stuffed in their mouth.
Alban, my love, people want to laugh without having to stuff handkerchiefs in their mouths. Alban, there comes a time in every Salome's life when she can no longer risk dropping the last
apparently so am I. Jacob, pack my gowns. We leave at sunrise.
I'll bet the show.
The show will go on, and so will I. Solo, perduto, abandonado. Like a dog on a rock.
Like a dog on a what?
Like a dog on a rock.
All right, I give in. You win, my Alva, you win. You shall play Salome again next season. Now get dressed, please.
And so I've won. What have I won? Zaza is to play Salome, and Alban eats alone. Once again, I'm a little depressed by the tired old face that I see. Once again, it is time to be someone who's anyone other than me. With a rare combination of girlish excitement and manly restraint, I position my precious assortment of powders and pencils and ink. So whenever I feel that my place in the world is beginning to crash, I apply one great stroke of mascara to my rather limp upper lash. And I can't cope again. Good God, there's hope again. When life is a real bitch again, and my old sense of humor has up and gone. It's time for the big switch again. I put a little more mascara on. When I count my crow's feet again, and tire of this perpetual marathon.
Pink Panther.
You be nice, or I will go as fast as these feet will carry and tell my mistress about the secret visitor stashed in the kitchen.
You mean he's here?
He's here, all right. Oh, but not so quick, Slick. I will let you see him when we have reiterated our little bargain.
Go on.
I will keep quiet about you-know-who being up here while keeping Alban away down there.
And in return?
And in return, you put me in the show.
For one number.
Agreed.
In the chorus.
The chorus has not been built strong enough to hold me.
Go. See Alban.
Yes, my collaborationist. The manly moose mainly moons Mongolians. Carry on.
At least he's not on drugs. Oh, mon cœur. At last you've returned to me. No, not a word. Let me simply drink you in.
Wouldn't you rather have a glass of wine?
Wonderful you look. Now I make to see that smile. A month without you seemed an eternity.
I've missed you too, and Alban?
Safely tucked away. We have hours to ourselves. Give me this. My love, my life, my heaven.
Oh, Papa, please save the dramatics for Alban is back.
Oh, come on after here. Our son has returned.
Our son? And are you supposed to be watching Alban?
Do I tell you how to do your job?
Oh, Paul, leave him be. I must say, I like the album.
Oh, thank you. A little something to serve your every need. Sis for me, Zach for you, and sis for your papa.
Stop, you're encouraging him.
He only behaves that way because he loves you.
If he looked at he'd vacuum. God, it's good to be home. No more vacations for you. I can't bear the stress.
I won't be here long, Pa. I'm getting married.
That's what I love about you. You have something to say, you say it. No hemming, no hawing, clear, precise, right to the point. Like a knife in the heart.
I was going to say,
What? And miss the pleasure of seeing your father die before your eyes? Nonsense.
I was worried you wouldn't take it very well.
You may be right.
You mean you're not pleased with me?
Not that I noticed. But perhaps I'm working up to it. And just who is it that you're marrying? Not that they're on me.
Her name is Anne.
Don't change the subject. You go off on holiday with this Antoinette and she coerces a proposal out of you. Ridiculous. You're 20 years old. Much too young to engage with any anisette.
Her name is Anne, Papa, and I'm 24.
Are you sure?
Sit down, I have a little problem.
24? So have I.
The problem is Anne's parents. Her father is Dan Don, Edward Dan Don, Deputy General of the TFM.
You know me in politics, darling. What's the TFM?
Tradition, Family, and Morality Party.
Oh, I like the sound of that. There's a little something in there for everybody.
But it's not terribly compatible with Bogage.
And why not? We have tradition. And who loves their family more than we do? And morale is certainly an area in which we don't stint. And a deputy in the family. We could certainly use the political clout these days. What with that fanatic running for office? You know the one that's pledged to close down all the transvestite clubs if elected.
His name is Dan Don.
Dan Don. Deputy General of the TFM.
And he's coming to meet you.
You are insane.
He, his wife, and Anne will be staying overnight.
Probably certifiable.
They'll arrive for cocktails tomorrow.
And we'll all come see you at the asylum. Why would you want to marry into a family like that?
Anne is nothing like her father, so there's nothing to worry about.
Except her father!
We'd better get to work. We should start by toning this place down a little. You know, did you feel the more obvious ironies of the decor?
And while we're ditching ironies, what's to become of me?
I took the liberty of telling them you're French Foreign Service. Retired, of course. Don't worry, I was very vague.
You can't be truthful.
be vague. Use the house entrance and close off the door of the club.
And just who will Al Bandy? French attaché to Pinocchio's?
Anything he'd like as long as he isn't here. Papa, you know the way he is, the way he talks, the way he moves, the way he dresses.
So it's farewell to Al Band just like that? The man raises you as his own for the last 20 years and you turn around and say, I'm engaged to the daughter of a fanatic. So zis for her, zap for you, and zilch for your papa. Judas,
Papa,
traitor,
Papa, please.
heterosexual.
Papa, you know I am. I'd do anything for her.
Nonsense. You've been in love a dozen times.
Not like this.
What about Paulette? Helen?
No one. Never like this.
She's bewitched you.
Entirely. Girls have come and gone, Papa. Angelique and Antoinette. Who did I prefer? Leslie or Helen? It was all another and yet, Papa. When I'm running down the street and feeling my arm in hers, girls are come and gone, girls we come and go, but something very odd appears to Papa. 'Cause life is in perfect order with an on fire. It makes my shoulder drop with an on fire. Even when things get to pieces won't fit, I'm suddenly in, I'm suddenly on, I'm suddenly in. Who else can make me feel like I'm handsome and top? Who else can make me feel like I'm on top of it all? I found a combination that works like a charm. I'm simply a man who walks on the stars whenever it's an on my arm. Like it.
Sex are his credo.
Walking.
Got my libido.
Even this won't fit.
Spreading another flavor's rhetoric is the same.
It's grand.
It's only the name that changes.
Somehow she
To break it even. Full of charm for a straight kid. We Here's a chance to be just like your man and me.
Who else can make me feel like I'm handsome and tall? Who else can make me feel like I'm on top of it all? I found a combination that works like a charm. I'm simply a man who walks on the stars whenever it's hand on my arm.
Make a most convincing case.
One more thing.
Please, no more things.
Dad told me to meet my parents.
So you said.
I'd like to invite Mother.
Mother who?
Mother Sybil. My mother.
You haven't seen her in decades. Why would you want to invite her?
Because the Dad and Dolls want to meet my parents.
So?
So that usually involves a father and a mother.
So?
So Sybil's my mother.
So?
Would you please call and invite her? I love you so much.
You had better. Now, who just gets to break all of this wonderful news to Al Ban?
Wedding bells! Is someone tolling wedding bells?
Jacob strikes again.
What have we raised, George? An animal? Cats live male and female together. Snakes live male and female together. We are human beings. We know better.
No reasoning with him when he's like this. Run.
Child, child, child. You are a boy and she is a girl. What would you talk about?
I love girl.
I love women too, but I wouldn't marry one. Oh, George, we're losing our only child, and I shall have no more.
Not a miracle.
Look how thin you are. It's that girl, isn't it?
You always say I'm too thin.
Just march yourself into the kitchen and have Jacob pour me some soup.
I'll bet.
You're not American, man, dear. March.
I'll talk to him.
I'll bet I'm sorry.
Sorry. He's sorry. Oh, George, our baby's getting married. Where did we go wrong?
We've been through worse, my love. We'll get through this. We still have an hour before the next show. How about some fresh air?
I am too upset I couldn't possibly be seen in public.
With me, you could. Life is a celebration with you on my arm.
I'm too upset.
That's because you're not listening.
I'm listening. I'm always listening.
Life is a celebration with you on my arm. It's worth the aggravation with you on my arm.
You always did bounce back quicker.
Well, that's because I'm more limber.
You always were.
Each time I face the morning that's boring and blank, with you it looks good.
I can't dance.
With me you can. With you it looks great.
Do I have to?
Yes, with you it looks great.
Nice to meet you as well.
It's been too long. We must get together and catch up.
I would love to, but I won't be in town very long. I'm getting married.
Oh,
Yeah.
felicitations! Bonsoir.
Au revoir.
Bonsoir. Oh, Jean-Michel, I'm sorry I'm late. How did it go with your parents?
Oh, they're thrilled for us. They can't wait to meet you. How'd it go with yours?
Well, my mother was happy, but my father is just so busy lecturing the world on how everybody else should raise their families that he has no idea what's going on in his own. Jean-Michel, you're so lucky to have normal parents. Jean-Michel, what's wrong?
Let's say we take a walk on the beach.
Are you reading my mind?
Let's go.
But the beach is that way.
It's starting to rain.
What?
I just felt it drop.
Jean-Michel, there's not a cloud in the sky.
And if you love me, you'll believe me. It's starting to rain.
So it is.
Is it better, my love? A bit. But the world is so dark and gloomy.
Well, it is nighttime and you are wearing sunglasses.
Bonsoir, monsieur. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
The fish are running well.
Jacob will be by in the morning.
Merci. Merci. Au revoir.
Oh, what?
Au revoir. Oh, George, our nest is on empty.
An inevitable fact of life, my love. You can't keep children in cages.
Not forever, anyway.
Bonsoir, Colette.
Bonsoir.
It's you.
Bonsoir.
It seems like only yesterday when Jean-Michel bounced on his mama's knee.
Speaking of mamas, there's something we should talk
Cher George, cher Albin,
Chère Jacqueline.
Exactly.
how opportune. I have just departed a very important patrons from my restaurant to your little club. Midnight show. Drinks side table?
Of course.
Problem or two?
Oh, no, not for you. I'll send them champagne.
Oh, yes.
And I'll send you the bill.
Oh, Albin, you little jokester. Here what?
Bienvenue, mes chers amis.
The usual.
Voila.
Alright, how are the children?
Getting bigger?
Growing older.
Aren't we all, n'est-ce pas?
We coupon.
While we're on the subject,
What subject?
mothers, you know that Anne's parents are coming to meet Jean-Michel's family. I thought it might be a nice idea if Jean-Michel's mother were there with him.
Of course I'll be there. Where else would I be?
Not you, Elvan. Sybil.
Sybil who?
Sybil, Jean-Michel's mother.
Sybil, Jean-Michel's mother. Do you refer to that British tart who seduced you backstage one night at the Lido in Paris? That Welsh rarebit who every 3 to 4 years thinks to send her own flesh and blood son a birthday card? Always, I might add, on her birthday, not his. Is that the English muffin to whom you refer?
That's the one.
George, I tell you now, without threats or tantrums, if that woman you die!
Only if we're that easy.
Oh, what right did she have to put in a boy's life now? Where was she all those years when he was growing up and he needed his mother? I'll tell you where. She was huddled in any corner of the world, in any corner of the room, with any kind of man she could lay her claws on. That's where she's been. And when I think of the times that he's called her, he's wrote to her, begged her to come, always the same reply. Sorry, son, not this time. I can back the biatch.
Nevertheless, she is his mother. She did carry him for 9 months.
I deliver him in 8, not to your doorstep.
But nevertheless, I did call her. And she is coming.
What else? I know that look on your face when you're holding back. You better give me all the bad news at once. Who else have you invited to this soiree?
It's not the invited that's bothering me.
Excusez-moi.
Tonight. Of all nights, there has to be a full moon.
Beautiful, isn't it?
And you had to wear that cologne.
Don't you like it?
Like it. And on top you had to wear that particular shade of blue.
It's your favorite.
I know. I know. well, Ben.
George, we're in public view.
I must be insane. To think that after all these years, you can still bring a blush to my cheek.
You old fool.
Do you recall that windy little beach we walked along? That afternoon in fall, that afternoon we met. A fellow with a concertina sang, what was the song? It's strange what we recall, and odd what we forget. I heard la da 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 as we walked on the sand. I heard la da da da, I believe it was early September. Through the crash of the waves, I could tell that the words were romantic. There's something about sharing, something about always. Though the years race along, I still think of our song on the sand. And I still try and search for the words I can barely remember. Though the time tumbles by, there is one thing that I am forever certain of. I hear la da 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 da, and I'm young and in love. It was early September. Through the crash of the waves, I could tell that the words were romantic. Something about sharing, something about always. Though the years race along, I still think of our song on the sand. And I still try and search for the words I could barely remember. Though the time tumbles by, there's one thing that I am forever certain of. I hear la da 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 da, and I'm young and in love.
Oh, George, you play my heart like a concertina. You're such a poet. I'm not sure about the crash of the waves, listening to that rain and all, but you are correct. This is about love, this wedding. It's not about jealousies and old wounds. So Sybil can come, and the three of us will bear witness to our son's marriage. Hand in hand in hand.
Thank you, my love. Now, there's something more we should talk about.
George, we'll be late for the second show.
Now, Ben, there's something more I need to tell you.
Later, Sherry, I mustn't keep the public waiting.
For the first time in his life, he has to be on time. Oh, well, Ben, you're still a surprise. I hear la da 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 da. And I'm young and in love.
the dragon's mouth. Jean-Michel is going to be... You guys take me so... Jacob is going to be taking a collection for Jean-Michel's wedding party.
What are we getting for him?
We could bake a cake.
And I could come out of it. I can make ratatouille.
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 Here am I to look, absolutely laughing the night away while my business goes down the drain pipes.
Well, leave it to me. Ladies, move it.
Practicing manner.
I want to always make as perfect as I can.
What's been happening to you?
I'm dating Hannah.
Can I get some fresh
Got a bed outside waiting to put it all in.
Put all what in?
All the things in the apartment.
Are you planning on moving or something?
No, just the statues, some paintings, all the furniture.
The furniture?
I guess we can start Alban's closets.
Start what in Alban's closets? I'm sure they're not going to be conducting searches of our closets.
Well, where would Mother put her clothes?
She can leave them in the taxi for all I care.
Well, how will it look if she doesn't sleep in your room?
Like any couple married 20 years?
Herr Captain, we await your order to attack.
Alert the orchestra. I'll get Zaza.
Papa, I'd like to settle this now.
Here's my Zaza. A vision in Terriwa. Take my breath away.
Thank you, George. Jean-Michel, I thought after the show, you, your father, and I would go out for a bit of supper and discuss the wedding plans. Doesn't that sound delightful?
Absolutely. I'll be up in the apartment working on your room.
Working on my room?
Spring cleaning. Swatting the cobwebs. Lassoing the dust bunnies.
Spring cleaning when is it spring?
It will be one day with any luck.
I have an orchestra. I have a song to sing. I've got an audience. What I don't have is my star.
Dear sweet St. Francis, your star is on the rise. Jacob, lips, lips! Mes enfants, je brouche!
Places, everyone, places!
I'm sorry I'm talking old. You've a lesson to learn in your young life. Discretion is a better part of marriage.
Come on, let's go. Just lost the
Just 1 minute. Come here. I want to talk to you. I want you to think about what it is you're asking me to do. Look at him. The man who has dedicated the last 20 years of his life to making a home for us. Who has lived exclusively for our comfort. Yours and mine. I want you to look at him and consider what it is you're doing. Asking him to move out of the home he's made for us.
For one night. Please. I'm only doing what's necessary.
Midnight, it makes you even more attractive. You know why you're here, and so do I. It's time for our midnight show. What legend has told, and rumor has promised, we will do our utmost to deliver. Monsieur Dame, La Cage aux Folles proudly presents the greatest star on the Riviera, the one, the only, Zaza!
Are we having fun yet? Give me a moment, I'm just getting started. Shall we try that again? I hope our staff has made you feel comfortable. Perhaps not that comfortable. Did you all get enough to drink? Obviously you have. My, don't we look decorative? Have you ever pictured yourself on the arm of a older praise them on the arm of a rich older woman. Write your number down. I'll give it to my mother. So you all come to see our little show, have you? And that you shall. And for those of you who've wandered off the streets unbeknownst, I am Zaza.
Hi, Zaza!
They are so needy. And in case you didn't guess by her tastefully appointed signage outside, this is La Page. Here at La Page, we live by, how should I put it? At an angle. All right, when I say that, can you all move slightly that way? At an angle! There are those of you out there not sure which way to go. Let's try that again. At an angle! Oh! There's a guy over there trying to go both ways. Don't worry, you'll soon get your bearings straight. Take a deep breath, open your eyes, and what do you see? It's rather gaudy, but it's also rather grand. And while the waiter casts your check, they'll kiss your hand. The clever gigolos romance the wealthy matrons at La Cage aux Folles. It's slightly 40s and a little bit new wave. You may be dancing with the girl who needs a shave. With both the riffraff and the royalty are patrons at La Cage aux Folles. La Cage aux Folles. The matron tea is dashing Cage aux Folles. The handsome girl is flashing tea for each drink that you bought. So you Perrier's Canada Dry. Since your couples always punctuate the scene. A pair of eunuchs and a nun with the marine. You feel alive, you get a limousine to drive you to La Cage aux Folles.
It's bad and beautiful, it's body and bizarre.
I know a duchess who got pregnant at the ball.
Two is two and one is quite a question at the Cage aux Folles. Go for the mystery, the magic and the mood. Avoid the hustlers and the men room.
little secrets, have you? Confidentially, among my girls, there are no little secrets. Oh, I see we have a new trumpet player. Does your mother know what your lips do for a living? But does she know what they do for me after the show?
Hello. This is the song I sang in the war. I sang it in Paris. I sang it in Berlin. I sang it in Sicily. I sang it until they made me stop.
It's about a soldier who meets a girl and fall in love. He give her his heart. She look at it. She give it back. I sing for you now.
You'll be so dazzled by the ambience you'll eat. You'll never notice that there's water in the gin. Come for a drink and you may want to spend the winters at Le Cage. Oh, the Cage of Folles, a central patron dish in Cage of Folles. Newly keen of vision, we indulge each change in your mood. Come and see your new stay in the nude.
Come on, girls!
I'll explain it all later.
No explanations are being entertained now, would you please?
Would you tell him?
2 minutes, Zaza.
Finish changing. Everything's fine.
No, everything is not fine.
Ladies, can you hold it down? There is an artistic word.
I'm waiting, George.
Papa, please tell him.
All right, then I'll explain it all. And I'm sure if I tell you quietly and calmly, we can discuss this like two mature adults.
Is that Dad?
Not really. You know that Anne's parents are coming, and I told you that Sybil is coming. What I failed to tell you is that you are not. You know that politician who's trying to impose his morality on the coast? Well, he's the girl's father. So what can you do? You can't choose your parents. But John Michel assures me that Anne is nothing like her father. So let us be thankful for small favors. Meanwhile, they are who they are, and they are on their way here. So for one night, I shall be somebody else for them. And for that night, Sybil will be my wife. And after they've gone, we'll all have a good laugh at how we pulled one over on them. It's all very funny when you think about it. Me, a diplomat with the French Foreign Service, and Sybil, my wife, and you. Believe me, it'll be one of those stories we'll laugh about for years to come. So what do you say?
I'm sorry, Albert.
Excuse me. I have a show to finish. I am my own special creation. So, come take a look. Give me the hook for the ovation. It's my world that I want to have a little pride in.